This is Igbo Area
Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu sends message to Senator Abaribe. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Tuesday said that he would remain grateful to all his sureties. Speaking via a broadcast in Biafra Radio, he noted that they stood by him in his moment of despair. Recalling that the senator representing Abia South Senatorial District, Nnamdi Abaribe, and other sureties bailed Kanu with a whooping sum of 100 million naira each. However, following report of the alleged invasion of his house by the Nigerian army, Kanu resurfaced in Israel from where he went to UK. I remain eternally grateful to my sureties for standing by me all through my trials and tribulations. It marks off judicial persecution for Justice Binta Nyako handling my case to claim that my sureties had withdrawn their surety. Justice Binta Nyako bench warrant against me makes the judiciary complicit in the persecution of innocent people and IPOB since mid-2015. Where a case is for hearing of motion, the trial judge must hear the motion and adjourn for any other process. On no account should he hear a motion and hear the merits of the matter, not to talk about delivering judgment. He may consider doing that in a very rare circumstance of consent by parties. When a matter has been adjourned for a particular purpose, it is, in my view, that the business of the court on the day the matter is adjourned is the purpose for which it was adjourned. It is expected that parties have come prepared for that purpose for which the matter was adjourned. If it is expedient to change the purpose, it cannot be done by the court suo motu on its own, as the parties must agree. IPOB drags the community to court in Austria over stolen Biafran flag. Some members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, appeared in court on the 9th of April 2019 over a case proceeding between IPOB Austria and Edo community in Austria. According to the pro-Biafran group, the Edo community in Austria stole the Biafran flag in a football-friendly match between Nigeria and Czech Republic last year, June, at Rudolf Thorn Stadium, and denied knowing anything about it. The IPOB group, which claimed it had video proof of the alleged theft, decided to follow the issue in a legal way after the denial. According to reports, the court's case was adjourned for next hearing. Wow. Well, look at the picture you're seeing. It's a picture of a boy who recognized himself to be Biafran carrying a house, or looks like a duplex, built by him. It's the dream. He can't wait to see it happen. And look at what he did while he's anticipating Biafra. Have you heard about the gist making round that Atiku's posters flood Abuja with strange inscriptions? Atiku was the presidential flag bearer of the PDP that just concluded a presidential election. The poster is saying the real and the right. It surfaced on the street of Abuja. The poster, which also bore Puka, a Hindi word which literally means genuine, emerged after a report on how Atiku allegedly enlisted the assistance of two cerebral lawyers in Washington, D.C., United States of America, to lobby the American government for recognition as the winner of the last presidential election. Many of the posters were seen in the central business district within the Abuja city center. And some of the posters also were found around the Aso Rock presidential villa. Recall that Lauretta Onochie, the presidential aide on social media, said she returned to Abuja on Tuesday to see Atiku's photograph with treasonable inscriptions. She counseled the former vice president to pursue his election petition at the tribunal rather than commit to actions that may land him in jail for treason. Some are saying the posters were sponsored by an Adamawa-based political support group, the Atiku Deserved Movement. Well. That's the poster there. You can see it. It is true. It's on the streets of Abuja. Not even just on the street of Abuja, but close to Aso Rock Villa. There's a place the buses stop. Villa Gate. They call it Villa Gate. You see the posters on that route. Close to Force Headquarters. That's the police force headquarters. While we are watching, Those who lost election are asked to seek, if they want to make a complaint, they should go through the election tribunal. But I don't know why these posters are circulating. We are just watching. Billionaire Femi Otedola to cover costs for ailing legend Christian Chukwu. You heard Christian Chukwu is very ill. And now, to God be the glory, Nigerian billionaire oil tycoon Femi Otedola has stepped in to help the ailing former captain and coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles, Christian Chukwu. He has agreed to pay the sum of US $50,000 in order for Chukwu to travel to the United States for medical treatment. The Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, has also promised to help the 68-year-old who captained the Super Eagles to the first Africa Cup of Nations title in 1980. But Otedola, whose fortune in 2016 was listed as $1.8 billion by Forbes magazine, has decided to foot the entire cost of the surgery. Otedola's decision is a token of the support to a great Nigerian who served his country to the best of his ability. This will come as a huge relief for the family who had only received 1.5 million naira, that's about $4,200 from the Enugu government since reports of his condition was made public. Chukwu was widely regarded as one of the best Nigerian defenders of his generation. 3 years before the Nation Cup success, he had captained local side Enugu Rangers Football Club side to the African Cup Winners' Cup title. As a coach, he assisted Dutchman Clemens Westerhoff as the Super Eagles won their second continental title in 1994. Chukwu took over from Adeboye Onebinde after Nigeria's first round exit at the 2002 World Cup guided the country to a third-place finish at the 2004 Nations Cup. He lost his job a year later when he was fired following a string of poor results. 3 years after losing his job, Chukwu was still demanding unpaid salaries, $128,000 from the NFF. The man, formerly known as the chairman, also managed Lebanese club Safa FC in 1997 and the Kenyan national team in 1998. Yeah, we thank God for what a Yoruba billionaire has decided to do. He has decided to help an Igbo son. Femi Otedola, we thank you for this kind gesture. God bless you. God enlarge your coasts. Justin, Anambra Assembly outlaws expensive funerals. The Anambra State House of Assembly on Wednesday outlawed expensive funerals in the state, passing the bill entitled A Law to Control Burial Funeral Ceremony Activities in the state. The House said it had become an offense to hold a funeral for more than a day in the state. Before this development, communities have held funerals on an average of 3 days. But a bill sponsored by the member representing Anosha 2 constituency, Charles Ezane, stated that burial funeral control bill is aimed at cutting down the cost of burial activities in the state. The bill provided that in the event of death, no person shall deposit any corpse in the mortuary or any place beyond 2 months from the date of death, while burial ceremonies in the state shall be for 1 day. The law prohibited destruction of property, gunshots, praise singing, blocking of roads and streets during burial ceremonies in the state. The bill also provided that no person shall subject any relation of the deceased person to a mourning period of more than 1 week for the date of the burial ceremony. That's from the date of the burial ceremony. It further stipulates that during the burial and funeral ceremonial activities, the family of the deceased shall provide food for their kindred, relatives, and other sympathizers at their own discretion. Speaking to newsmen, Ezane said a monitoring and implementation committee that will enforce the law will be put in place when the governor assents it. You've seen Anambra State House is trying to work on this bill. They are complaining about the high cost of burial ceremony. And some of this burial ceremony take days. And so much is spent on it. They are trying to pass into the law a bill that stops so much waste during burial. Thanks for listening to Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. You can also visit our Facebook page and like the page. You can join our Facebook group, Igbo Area TV. God bless you and bye for now.